Hey kid, you want to see something weird? Check this out. We have USB-C to USB-C cable, right? Simple. C to C. Let's power this thing on. USB. Go into the handy dandy MacBook. Okay. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Okay. Strange. But C to B. Let's give that a shot. Oh wait, MacBook doesn't have USB-B ports. So I'll use a B to C adapter. Wait a minute, I just created the last cable. Strange. Even stranger. No idea. That's beyond the scope of my knowledge. Maybe you know what's going on. But C to C cable doesn't work, but C to B to C cable works. Anyway, I wanted to make a track on the polyend tracker. Again, I still suck at it. I'm no Aphex Twin or Maceo Plex, but let's get into it. All right, so I was messing with this earlier today. I've been messing with it for a little bit, but this is the track I made earlier today. Not bad. I'm happy with it. It's funny because it sounds like anytime I make music on here, I disregard my want for unquantized recording, even though it's the most unquantized recording I have ever tracked in, because like on the MPC 3000, I think you have off 196 and off 328 or something like that. Essentially what that means is that there's still values, even though you're recording unquantized, there's still an area of time that it needs to be recorded on. It's the resolution of the sequencer. For example, on circuit, I think it's 24 parts per quarter note, so that there's 6 microsteps between each step that you can record onto unquantized, but it's still technically on a grid at some point. This, on the other hand, is like really off if you really want it to be, but you can kind of dial it in. But what I'm trying to mention is that when I record something in, it gets recorded in as micro move. And the micro move gets recorded in as automation into one of the effects tracks, but I often go back and just delete the micro move and see wherever stuff landed. So for example, you can hear the up hats when I play this. One comes a little early, one's a little late. I was literally trying to play it on time, and then I deleted the micro move and it put them in a new part of the grid. So this track here, I kind of wanted to, in a sense, start fresh. Yeah, let's just kind of start fresh because it's really fun to make tracks on here. I just love the immediacy of it. So I have my kick here, go to my notes, I'll go to step 1 and I'll say be down to 4 steps. So now when I press the kick, easy. And this kick actually, here has that pop sound. I have the resonance crazy set, and this is what I used to do on the 4000 just to make kicks a bit more bassy, but the problem it has is it creates a sharp pop, and I don't really know the reason why. I want to say maybe because the resonant frequency is lasting longer than the sample itself. But you can, and watch, if I move the cutoff around, you can hear it's kind of just peaking that frequency around wherever. So you just kind of find where the kick hits the hardest. That works. And then the other thing too is if you go into the volumes envelope, you can try and mask it a little bit. That works. Let's try tuning it. See how the bass frequency doesn't change? That's because all the bass is really just coming from the filter cutoff. If I move that and then oh, I like that. Do you hear that? That's like the aliasing. And I also think I have it set to 12-bit, so that's probably handling a lot of that too. Okay, cool. So that's there. Another thing I have yet to try is using Midi. So let me get the sample going really quick. Sample I took off a splice. I've just been splicing all my samples lately. That's cool. So I'm gonna set this to 32 steps. Let me go back to here. Oops, I put that on track 4. My bad. Yeah, let's just move that, just so I can keep myself sane later. Copy, paste, delete. Okay, so if I go here, and then that's 32 steps. I think I still have that in the paste buffer. Yeah. Cool, so then if I go here. That's cool. Oh. What is all this information? Oh, I wonder what that sounds like. No thanks. Okay, so record play. Da, 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 da. That's the micro move I was talking about, that stuff. So listen to it once through. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna select all the micro move and delete it, see where it puts it. I kinda like that. It's this note here that's really jerky, because you expect it to land on the 1, but it comes a little early, and I'm totally down with that. And if you really wanted to add a micro move, you can, and just kind of, classic me, turn the steps off. So if I really wanted to put it on, that's cool. It's like a little early now, or a little late, but not as much as it was before. Okay, so I've never done Midi from here to anything. Let me make sure this is set up okay. Midi, and lately I've been using this more as just a sound source, not so much the sequencer. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, if I go to instruments, oh, okay, cool, that's easy. Midi channel 1. Right, so then if I go to note, how do I play the notes? Let me just throw in a couple here. That sample, I believe, is B. So what am I trying to do? If I go into, oh, okay, cool. Let's try this. So I'm gonna fill these notes randomly to what scale? Minor from note. Let's do B1. Fill type random to D4. That seems kind of high. Fill. So I don't know if that'll play. What am I not doing right? Let's go to configure, MIDI, clock in, MIDI out, oh, off, haha, MIDI out jack. We'll do that, and clock out, MIDI out jack, MIDI out mode, yeah, that should be there. So then if I go to the pattern, why am I not getting MIDI notes? Instrument, MIDI 1. Manual time. BRB. Oh, you know what? Let me try this really quick. So another annoyance with the music world, people kind of jump the gun when going to these little adapters. So there was not a standard, then there was a standard. And since I work at Novation, I have these two. Our black ones are according to standard when the standard was made, but we made these orange ones before the standard was made. Then the standard decided to be not the one we made. So let's see. Okay, this tells me a couple things. The MIDI standard is wrong on the tracker. Yep, cool. It's wrong. So if I press play on here, the sequencer didn't start. And this is with the TRS that is to standard. This one is not to standard, but it works. So we're getting closer. Because that's running. If I go to play mode. Oh! Yes! Okay, cool. Sweet. Okay, we're good. All right, no manual needed. Sweet. Let me go close that manual. All right, got that weirdness out of the way. The bassline notes are way too low. And I don't even have the sub up. That's just the general. Oh, the volume's way too hot on it as well. The bassline thing is really hot, like the volume. There's a volume setting in here. Let me turn it way the F down. We'll do 70. Okay, go back to here, record, shift, select all that. So that's from like G3, which is, I would like to think pretty high up, but maybe I'm tripping out. So we want to fill random from B. We'll do B3 as our lowest. Actually, you know what? We'll just do, yeah, whatever. It's right there. B2. We'll do A3. To there. Random. Yeah, why not? Fill. Okay. See how loud this thing is? The mixer volume is like so barely lifted off of the bottom. Set the volume to even lower. We'll just do 10. You know, I'm noticing it's added those notes, but it hasn't added off notes. That's unfortunate. So how do I add an off note? Off. Okay, cool. So that works. So I'm gonna just copy that. I'll let that one ride to here. Paste. Ba-da-da. Off. Da. Off. Ba. Off. Da. Yeah, we'll have it off there. That note's kind of bugging me. I'm going to do that, delete it, and put it here. Okay, instrument. So that was actually, that brings up a couple things. That was really easy to get the bass line going. Well, no, hold on. It's called the bass line. But to create the bass line was easy because I just hit fill. I knew what key I was playing, which was A minor, and that's what the sample was in as well. And then I just played the sample chromatically in A minor. And I just hit fill, boom, it popped in. Had to set off notes though for all the MIDI stuff. That was, I mean, it took what, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, but still that can be kind of annoying, but it also adds another layer of potential to be creative when creating music. So that's kind of something similar to the MPCs where it kind of slows you down a little bit, but in that slowdown, there's areas and avenues to explore that can possibly take you to a new place that you weren't expecting. So pro and con, MIDI's kind of cool. I'm down with that. That sounds cool. this one I want to copy this, delete, paste there. And then I want to paste that there, copy this one. Actually, copy this, paste it here. Yep, copy. Oops. Oops. Undo, undo. Okay, cool. So then on here, instrument, we'll do typical up hat stuff. Stop, steps at 4. Yeah. Here. Actually, you know what? So because one thing I love about the tracker is because it chokes itself, I can go in and just select. I didn't explain that well at all. In each track, it's going to keep choking whatever sample's in there. So I'm going to put my closed hats and open hats in the same track. So I've just gone and selected that whole track. I'm going to say fill randomly, no scale, and it's going to be a constant note. And the note, oh, actually here, the note, oh, you know what? It's not in here. It's going to be under instruments. So now that I've selected instrument, I can say fill this with a note constantly. And which instrument is it going to be? 5. So 5, and it's going to fill, and I'm going to just say randomly, random, and then there, fill. So now, oh, whoops, I did not want that. Undo. I want to fill it with 4 because 4 is the closed hat. Fill. So see, it kept all the open hats except for one where it happened to land because it was randomly. But I can just go and fix that. It's this one here. So I can say instrument 5. Oh. Cool. Instrument clap. Boom. Okay. 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 Set that to 8. Note. Dude, the detune is so good on here. Instruments, what else we got? We got some percolation stuff. The one thing I don't like about the tracker is that when you go to hit record and play to start live recording, it stops the sequence. It always kind of takes me out of the groove, and I don't hold me to this, but I don't know how to add a count in when I hit record and play. It just starts, but whatever. See all those micro moves? It sounds awful. It's a combination of the pads kind of being, you have to hit them a little tiny hard and they're being small, so you don't want to hit them too hard. It's this weird balance. But again, I just end up going into the micro move and selecting it, deleting it, and accepting where they've landed. Oh, I don't like that. Copy that. Step, note, copy, delete, paste. I don't like that either. Yeah, I don't like that. Wait, what? Do you see that? Oh my god. It's over here. So see, I guess some of them got kind of thrown in over here. So I'll copy that, delete that. All right, so let's do a last little. Woo. See how loud my kick is? The reason I have that is because I have a crazy setting on the limiter and the threshold. So if I turn this up, the kick is just way too loud, and I would normally have it mixed. Where is it at? Instrument parameters. A little more moderate, right? But I'm just kind of faking a sidechain by cranking the kick, slamming it down, which is in turn pushing everything else down. Instrument parameters. We'll do the sample. Where's it at? Can I do, where is it at? The perform mode. I always forget how the perform mode works. Tuning. Okay, I got it. So if I set the tuning to minus, or let's do plus 12. And then I select the track, which is 2. Wait a minute, what? Cool. All right, so I had to hit record first. Otherwise, it does like a temporary kind of, and then it goes back. Awesome. So we could do that. And when I select that track, where's the filter cutoff? Low pass cutoff. So if I set it, technically, when I let it go, it'll go back. Record. It'll stay. So if I select this one, oh, I already have it there. Will this work for Midi? The tuning of Midi? No, right? Because that's on track 3, pattern 4. Just not. I almost forget what it sounds like now. So I mean, from here, it's just a matter of exploring. What do I have muted? Oh, right, this track. Yeah. It's just a matter of exploring from here, flipping the samples back and forth. Like, for example, this track 2, which is our sample, right? What is it? You hold down shift? Yeah, and you can solo. If I go to our sample, our instrument parameters, turn the cutoff up. So right there, we can reverse the sample, for example. Reverse the sample, for example. Boom. Reverse sample playback. Yeah. Oh, dope. So right at the end, let me go and take this off. And then here, I want to send it to the delay. Copy, delete, move it up. That's okay. Maybe here, then I can add the note off. Oop, wrong one. No! Undo. Off. But then see, copy, paste, delete. Undo. Paste, here, delete. Here, this, but it's gonna delete that. No, copy, here, delete, here, paste. Why is it pasting off? Delete, delete, send. That's cool. Anyway. Aw, you're gonna do me dirty like that? I can't solo two things at once? Fine, we'll do it the old school way. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming by. Hope you're doing okay. Excited to see you in the next one. If you want to support the channel, you already know, check the link, got some merch there, but you kicking it's more than enough. And you already know the drill. Missed that one? Missed that one too? There's the one. Share the love, share the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Peace.